Can we start again? I don't think I did that very well.
No, I think that was good.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm the founder of Baan Trok.
Hi, I'm 𝗬 I'm a founder of Baan Trok.
So Baan Trok, when I can remember, is a place where I come to see my grandparents and also my cousins. We usually gather in the 5th floor for Chinese New Year or for certain Chinese days. And this whole building was just our memory for Baan Trok.
As we grew up, my father wanted to reunite the family, I guess, with the space. And that's when we got the opportunity to work on this building and create something out of it that would last for future generations to come.
The name Baan Trok Tua Ngork comes from the alley, which is along the side of the house. That's Trok Tua Ngork, and it's what we've called it ever since we were young. So over time, we realized that the place needed a little bit more maintenance, more upkeep. It was time to have a refresh. We would not only spruce up the place for the family, but also create a way for Baan Trok Tua Ngork to maintain itself.
We're still using it for like private family functions, but also like the building has been given a totally new life. So the way that our family continue to engage with it is now not only for gathering and remembrance, but also it's our workplace now. It's where we come every day. It also allows us to connect with a totally new area of the city. And I guess it also allows the older generations in our family to see what we're doing. When they come here, they also have a different connection with the building now that there are things to see, there are things to do. People are spending more time here, ultimately spending more time together as a result of what we're doing.
So Baan Trok Tua Ngork, as we see it today, was most likely constructed around 1920. And the reason I say most likely is because record keeping back in the day was not as good as it is now. So what we know was our family was in this location before Baan Trok Tua Ngork, as we see it today, was built. The most obvious style that you might see is the juxtaposition of the new and the old together. So we wanted to make it very clear what was old and what was new. In a way, this was to give the maximum respect to the things that are old, to make it very clear that some elements are new and to not blend the two. We don't want to make it confusing. We want to make it very clear that there are some things that we put into this old building that are modern, that are contemporary, that are not modified or faked to make it look old. This is to give respect to the original fabric of the building, but also in itself becomes a style. We don't really play with the middle ground. It's either new or it's old. And when they exist together, that's kind of where the balance is.
Actually, like the concept of old versus new started in the renovation. But through that, we also identified it as one of our, I guess, design principles. That meant that we chose to apply this principle through a lot of the things that we do. For example, I mean, even us, new generation, coming into a location which used to be a home for the elder generation is old versus new. A Mexican restaurant and a Burmese restaurant in Chinatown is also old versus new. And in the furniture that we use, it is a mix of old and new, as Win mentioned. The couch we're sitting on is our mother's couch, and other furniture pieces in the room too. We juxtaposed vintage furniture from surround living. I think the curation that they do is very on brand with what we're looking for. We also knew what kind of aesthetic we were looking for, and they actually curated us of what would be best for the function of the space, the aesthetic of the space, and also like practicality wise, like what would work, because we are a fully functioning cafe, a fully functioning event space.
Some of the details that we'd like to pick out for you is, of course, these beautiful doors and windows, which are, you can see, green. As children, Sun and I, visiting the space, would always see all the woodwork in this building as brown. And part of the restoration work was to take it back to the original condition, which was this green paint. So we removed the original layer of paint, giving us this beautiful green color. The discovery of this color actually helped us to decide to change the theme of this building to green. So all of the new steelwork, all the new structure you see today is green because of this discovery of the first layer of green paint that we see. In terms of things which are new, you can see on the ground here, these are new tiles. And these are new tiles done in a new way because we don't want to copy things which are old and make them look old as well. We want to give the most respect to our old elements. So we only take inspiration. We only take some elements of what is old, but we will use new materials to do it, and it should be clear that these are new elements.
A very simple set of core values, which number one would be authenticity. What we mean by authenticity is we really want to be true to ourselves and true to, I guess, whatever exercise we're going into. It's staying true to ourselves rather than looking outward to try to emulate or imitate. That also brings us on to the next core value, which is originality. Something which is maybe like next to impossible to truly achieve in today's world. Like nothing is original and everything I think has been done. When we talk about original, we think about ideating, conceptualizing based on our specific set of issues, our specific requirements and needs. And the solutions that come out of that are based on very personal requirements and conditions, meaning that everything that comes out is ultimately very us. The next core value would be progression. Progression is really important because we think that what keeps heritage alive is also progression. Heritage by itself, stuck in time, is, I guess, too vulnerable to environmental change. So progression might look like always trying to one-up yourself. The way that we ideate, the way that we program events, the way that we design, we try to always learn from it, make tweaks, make improvements, and try to do something new, something slightly better every time. Synergy. Synergy is a really, really important one. Despite being owners of the space, we're still newcomers into the area. We're bringing in a lot of change. We're bringing in a lot of new ideas into an area that frankly has been running perfectly fine without us here before. So the idea of synergy across the board is really important for us.
Okay, so welcome to the 4th floor, one of the highlights of Baan Trok Tua Ngork. From this floor, you have one of the best views looking down into the courtyard. You'll see why it was so important for us to preserve those tiles. Once you view it from the top, you can just see the expanse of the heritage fabric that we had to keep. But the idea of coming up to this floor is that it's the pinnacle of the experience at Baan Trok. So not only have you made this journey all the way to the 4th floor, but the things that we have going on inside our living room is also the culmination of the things that we're trying to do here. In terms of the interior curation of the living room, I think it's really hitting the mark in terms of creating a really unique and kind of turned up vibe of what Baan Trok represents. We wanted customers to come into our building, and as they walk up the stairs or come up the lift, that each level is cranking up a volume. And we wanted this space to kind of be the pinnacle of what we represent aesthetically. And I feel like we're getting there, especially being able to work with surround living. I would say surround living is enabling us to get to that point.
So the living room is really a place where you could come and spend an afternoon with friends, have a coffee, sit down, work, discover, actually come to Baan Trok and see what else is on show. It also functions as a multi-purpose event space as well. So you'll find that during the week throughout Baan Trok, there are activities, there are workshops, there are talks and events to come and attend in the living room space. It's also the space in which we've collaborated with surround living. So you can see that the furniture is a mixture of new and old. So there's a lot of old material. You'll see that the slats on top of the bar, those used to be very much a part of the building's fabric that we've repurposed and used again.
So one of our favorite pieces that has been curated for the living room is the Chinese elm wood bench. It's this bench that can seat around 2 to 3 people. But what we really love about it is this beautiful patina that you'll see as soon as you go in. It really provides a good contrast between the new and the old.
My favorite piece is the antique pine wood console table from China. It's 90 years old. It really adds to the warm feeling in the living room, but also is reminiscent of what you might have found in Baan Trok back in the day as well.
So you can actually find this item on the Surround Living website. We have like a special section on the website of Baan Trok and Surround Living. So you can check out all the products online, but you can also see them in person and get to try them out at Baan Trok on the 4th floor.
As you go through the building floor by floor, you're being introduced to what Baan Trok is, to the mystery of why this place is like this, to why are there tenants in the building, and at the end of the experience, so coming to the 4th floor, you're met with a place where Baan Trok gets to showcase our core values and also our design principles in a space. And we are very lucky to get to partner with Surround Living, because what really caught our attention is that their vision is being able to bring back older furniture, or maybe furniture that people may be ignoring, back to like the modern home or back to the everyday home. And we really like that because I think it resonates with Baan Trok. Like, this building was nearly forgotten, but we saw charm and we saw value and meaning in this building that we brought it back to life again. And I really resonate with how Surround Living is trying to do that with their antiques and their furniture items as well.
So thank you for coming to spend time with us today. We hope that you'll come by to visit us and explore soon. And if you see either Sun or I, please don't hesitate to come and say hi. Bye.
Bye.